kick this shit.
Ooh, adult mode. Nice.
It's not that type of game.
Oh, that's clever.
Get to the upper playfield. Tilting is trying, but you're pushing it.
Get to the mystery machine to start another case.
Mystery machine multi-ball.
Shoot the center ramp.
Captain Cutler. Help us find some clues.
Lock in your next case.
Rockaball on the apron.
Jeepers, what a creepy, creepy place.
Let's split up, gang. Oh.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
Gregory.
Yes.
We're back.
Hey.
Straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Tell these people what we're doing.
Oh, we're gonna do a first impressions of Spooky Pinball's newest creation, Scooby-Doo.
We just unboxed this game. I'm gonna leave that where it lies. We just unboxed this game and we've played a good 2-3 hours on this game.
Yes.
Our plan was to do an unboxing, but we were so excited.
Oh yeah.
We just had to dive into it.
Yes.
I think people are probably excited to see behind us right now. You've got the trifecta.
Ooh.
Oh, the
Finally.
trifecta.
Finally. I got a little lighting work to do on there.
Daddy's for you.
Yeah. I know somebody was like, I can't deal with it blinding me. And I was like, hey, welcome to the 90s.
That's right. Have you beat that game yet?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Now I'm chasing scores.
We're going to be chasing a lot of things on Scooby-Doo.
Monsters.
No. I'm still thinking about this game a lot.
Yes.
I do need to preface this, I guess, by saying that Flippin' Out Pinball, my company, is an authorized dealer of Scooby-Doo and
Congratulations.
Spooky Pinball. So,
yes. That's nice.
So everything I say from here on out is going to be utter lies, and it's only going to be positive things.
Yeah.
So
Only to sell everything.
You can't believe me, so don't even enjoy yourself.
Even though
during
you're
this
sold
video.
out. So.
But a lot of people tell me I'm a sellout. You're right.
Oh!
Honestly, I don't give a shit. Let's just, I want to talk about this game
Yes.
because it's a theme that I love. I love Scooby-Doo. We grew up, not that we grew up in the 70s, we're past that.
Yeah. But still, that rolled over into the early 80s easily.
Yeah. Poor kids like us, when we were
Yes.
growing up, could only get a couple channels.
Yes.
I didn't have cable.
Scooby-Doo
I
was
didn't
on
have
those
it.
channels.
Scooby-Doo was on those channels.
Yes.
I think it was before school. I think it was a before school thing.
It was a morning. You watched it in the morning before you
exactly.
went to school. Yes.
Yeah, so I remember, eating my Pop-Tarts and
Yes.
sitting there and watching the 70s version.
Oh,
of
and you
Scooby-Doo.
were a poor kid. You got
was.
Pop-Tarts? You could afford Pop-Tarts?
Oh, yeah, I could.
Nice. I wish I'd had Pop-Tarts.
You were just
And
really...
knockoff cereal with no milk.
You were really in poverty. Did you water down your cereal?
No, it never went that far.
That's
One time I
rough.
accidentally poured orange juice into my Fruit Loops, though, and then I was made to eat them. Oh, couldn't eat
that's-
Fruit Loops forever. You talking about like the most sour thing with the most sweet, fruity thing?
Oh, you probably had sores on the inside of your mouth.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, man.
Leave that for another day.
Miss Bone.
Oh, that was my grandma made me do that.
Oh, that's Greenie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Greenie.
Because our milk jug was like a yellow color where we got it, and so it looked like orange juice, and I
Why
reached
would a
in and
milk
grabbed
jug
it.
ever be yellow?
Well, it was just, I guess, like maybe for sunlight. I don't know. It wasn't like a yellow, but it was like, it wasn't a clear milk jug. Yeah, but that's the way it was made. And then so I accidentally reached in and I thought it was milk, but it was orange juice, and then that's the end of that story.
All right.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
Back to the game,
So,
Bone.
I mean, I guess with any game, I had a little hesitation with this when...
The wide body. I
first
don't
came
like
out.
wide bodies.
No.
I like wide bodies, but I don't love them to shoot them as much as I do regular standard bodies.
Yes.
So I was worried about that.
Agreed.
I was worried about Spooky sometimes. Their games can be a little bit like Halloween it has a certain feel to it.
Better hold your tongue.
Ultraman has a certain feel to it.
Hold your tongue.
I still own it. I still love it. It just got a certain feel to it. Sometimes you got to tinker on them a little bit more.
Yes.
So I was expecting that.
Yeah.
They have a new board system and stuff, so I was like, uh-oh, what's that going to mean?
Yes. A lot of new mechs.
A lot of new mechs. This thing's loaded down.
Yes.
So I was worried about that.
Yeah.
And then everybody's complaining about code of their previous games, like not being far enough along, so I was kind of worried about
Which was one of the biggest gripes. And I still think that that's the major thing that turned people off with Halloween. I just don't think they've gotten over it. Because to me, I think Halloween, the code is freaking fine now.
It's cool.
And I like the way it shoots. Again, everybody's argued for something that shoots different. It shoots different, but it shoots good.
So there's a lot of hesitation. Even the design elements. A lot of people were mad at the Halloween design layout kind of thing. And then we got the same team on Scooby-Doo. This is good.
Yes.
So a lot of people were kind of down. We were kind of down on Scooby-Doo before they came out, right?
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You have a Killer Dynamite theme, but there was a lot of hesitation. They were tempering their expectations.
Yes.
And then it was released, and then everybody was like, well, throw that out the window. This looks fucking sweet.
Yes.
This looks cool.
Yes.
And they were like, well, what about wide body? And then Bug and Luke were like, not a big deal, because we wanted to fit so many toys in this big thing. We wanted it to be a wide body, but it shoots like a standard body because it's more of a standard body layout,
Yes.
A standard playfield in a wide body cabinet, just so we can get the back area wide body.
Yes. And they also lengthened the playfield or the playable
Yeah, they don't need no
portion of the
backboard. We're just going to take it all the way to the back cabinet.
Yes.
We're going to use every damn square inch we can.
Yes.
So much so that we're going to have layered a big old upper playfield too.
And that upper playfield is
a
literally
monster.
It looks or it feels like 1/3 or more of what a normal playfield is. But I will tell you this: it does not feel like it's covering.
No.
Like a Black Knight or something. It doesn't.
Or Popeye. Everybody
Yes, what's the game that I like? King Tut? Is it not? Pharaoh. Pharaoh's a very deep, but it doesn't feel like that your shots are hindered. Like because I even thought a little bit with Alice Cooper, I thought, well, I'm missing a lot. This does not feel like that, or at least to me, at all.
This didn't even feel like Alice Cooper. Some people were worried.
It feels nothing like Alice Cooper.
Some people were worried,
Nothing.
dude, it's going to feel like Alice Cooper either. All right, so all of that said and done,
Yes.
maybe we'll throw in a little video here of us unboxing just so they can see. I was surprised about how vibrant the colors were.
Oh, beautiful.
I like that. That felt good. The green really looks
But
good.
they've done really good because, I mean, like Halloween is still one of my favorite art packages. Like looking at that, everything pops with it. Even though it's a muted dark, very fall.
It still feels like
it still
fall,
feels vibrant.
yeah.
It still feels
Oranges
rich.
and,
yes, very rich.
It does.
And this game does that.
It's Spooky may start having some of the most beautiful games because
Agreed.
I wasn't expecting the cartoon Scooby-Doo. It's a cool cartoon. I wasn't expecting it to be beautiful.
No.
But once you turn this on with the RGBs, I can say, if we're talking about the looks, we'll talk about art and stuff like this first. It's damn pretty.
Damn pretty.
I don't know, something about it. Maybe the simplicity of the line work. I don't know what it is. It's just
the
beautiful.
monsters, everything on there. Nothing's too much. It's not too cluttered. It's just cohesive. It encompasses the cartoon.
Yeah, and I do
Very
like.
much so.
Here's what I'll say. See if you'd agree with me here, viewer and Boney. So externally, on the outside of the cabinet, that's more busy artwork. The topper's busy, more colorful because there's nothing else out there. You kind of need that. That's like a freaking A+. We're not doing a review. That's an A+. It feels more simple artwork-wise on the playfield, I think, because you don't need it, because everything else tells the story of art with an upper playfields, the molding, the colored wire forms, the
100%.
lock mechanisms, the physical ball lock, and the mystery machine.
Yes.
Like, that's part of the artwork too.
It 100% is. It pulls that package together. You don't need like this just over the top.
If you had too much, it'd be busy.
You get lost.
Yeah. So you just got the villains right there. It's perfect.
Agreed.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Is there anything art-wise that you don't like? I don't think there's anything art-wise I don't like.
No. I'm trying to look. I love the back glass. The head decals are nice. Like I don't see. No.
Let's talk about the way this shoots. Does it shoot like a wide body?
No, not at all.
It doesn't?
No, it does not.
People are worried about, well, how are you going to put a standard body inside a wide body? I don't know, guys, but it works.
Yes.
It works. Damn, that's pretty. Damn, I look good. That's a pinball machine, isn't it? It looks big. Because the whole right side, it's like a demo man.
Yes.
Kind of took out the right side there.
Do you know what this shoots like to me? Now I'm gonna mess your mind up maybe a little bit. Oh. So you take something like Alice Cooper, or you take something that has an upper playfield or something with these hidden shots.
Oh yeah.
And it might not necessarily. It doesn't feel the best always.
Okay.
You don't know where the shots are coming from. You know what this reminds me of? Whitewater.
I could get some of that.
Because some of the shots, like even though you're not knowing, it's taking a little bit to know where they're coming from and stuff, but the shots are smooth, they're flowy, they're not. It's not clunky in there.
Yeah.
It feels like a nice hidden, like where, that's surprising. That's nice. I feel like Whitewater does that.
Whitewater
like
up top, you feel like you got room
Yes.
to play around up top.
Exactly.
You can get back up there easy to play around up there again.
And it doesn't feel
Control.
like you don't feel too covered. The shots that are
Don't
covered.
feel too cramped up there, almost like a waste of an upper playfield
Yes.
where you're like.
But even the lower playfield, you don't feel
I
like
don't
that
feel
when you're shooting that you're missing anything by not seeing where those shots went.
Well, it's because there's 2 layers of drop targets over here. There's 2
Yes.
spinners down here.
Yes.
There's loop shots. There's a hidden mystery shot back
Yes.
there. So there's a lot. There's 2 physical ball locks on the apron. So there's a lot. You're not going to feel like it's too bare in there.
No.
Absolutely. What I found on this game is just kind of fun to shoot.
Yes.
Just fun to shoot.
It is.
Is there any hard shots? I think yeah. The orbits
Orbits.
were tough for me.
They are a little.
They're far
tough.
because the wide body. I mean,
Yes.
that's where you get that feel of.
Yes.
You get that wide
But
body.
the flippers are strong. Everything's strong.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. You don't feel like that you're floating too much. You don't feel anything weird like that.
Center
All the
ramp
other
feels
shots
good.
are fairly. They're makeable. Mm-hmm. They need to be the upper playfield, straight up the middle to get to the upper playfield.
That feels like Game of Thrones to me.
Yes.
That easily repeatable if you need to middle range shot. That felt good.
Because and sometimes you're reliant on that, and you need it to be a little easy.
And I was wondering the upper flipper you have to hold in to keep it up on the upper playfield, the bookcase thing.
Yes.
I was wondering if it would be like, son of a bitch, I keep forgetting to do. No.
But it adds another level. So that bookcase thing that's like an L. What you don't. That's like Louisville sign. Louisville
Oh, okay.
Cardinals.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Sure. I know what you're saying. Back to the bookcase.
Okay.
So that bookcase, what you take for granted is when the ball comes here, then it'll come back up, and then you want to let it down. That'll kick that ball. It's almost like a two-way flipper that you don't really expect, even though you kind of hear it, but it still
a
takes a little
weird
getting used to. Then, like you said, like to keep from draining on that left-hand side, you need to flip that bookcase and hold your flipper up to allow that to block.
And it comes right down.
And it comes down, and you've got your other flipper. Like there's a lot up there. It may be one of the most fun upper playfields that I've ever played, just because of the dynamics of it.
Yeah, I like the Cutler.
Yes.
That's why it's fun.
Yeah, well, I thought that was going to be boring. I thought, okay.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought it was going to be boring. I was like, man, how
You
much
got
time
2 magnets under his hands,
Yes.
throwing it around. You got the loop.
Yeah.
You can hit him.
Yeah, but
I
that
like
loop feels good. When you hit that loop, the loop
The
feels
Black
good.
Knight shot was tough.
They are tough.
And it was like a little loop. But then the pass-throughs, I didn't hit those too much.
No.
They're easy to hit.
But we didn't need,
I
there was
wasn't
no
aiming
need.
for
We
them.
didn't go into a mode or anything where we needed to really get into the Black Knight.
And you don't get stuck at that upper playfield either.
No.
Even with a little post, you don't get stuck. Like
Yes.
there's a lot of times I was like, shit, I need to get back up there.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
And
too.
then when you need to get back down, like on that Cutler mode, we were both in it with the oxygen, where you need to build the oxygen up
That
top,
was-
then you need to go down and hit your
We'll
shots.
talk about that in the rules,
Yeah.
but that was tense.
It was tense.
That was tense.
It was fun,
You
but doable.
You said when we were playing, you were like, damn, I love these spinners.
Yes.
The 2 spinners, one of them's on a ramp.
Yes.
That little left ramp I love.
It's
It was
nice,
smooth.
real smooth.
Nice and smooth.
And then the other spinner underneath the mystery machine,
Yeah.
rip the shit out of that thing, man. You
that's
can rip it.
That's one of the downsides I would say to the layout. If I had to pick here, it would be, and that's just the way it happens. If you have a physical ball lock, it takes a lot of time. Like you flip it under. Anytime I'm hitting spinner, I'm thinking flow. So I hit the spinner and then it stops. A VUC, physical ball lock, and then if I've got the ball already locked, it kicks it out to the side. It's a little bit of
And
time.
then it's got that other little playfield area up there that it kicks it up to, and then it has to rattle down for a minute.
Yep.
So I do agree with that. That's the only thing is I wish that was a little smoother and you had a little bit faster ball return
But I
on
don't
that.
even know how they would do it.
I don't either. But it's not a deal breaker, but it's there and you notice it. Like you said, if you're gonna try to pick something bad about it, that would be the only thing. But again, it's just going to be getting a little used to it.
Yeah, so that would be one thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I didn't like. This is a fun shooter.
It is
I
very
don't
fun.
think it's a very difficult shooter.
No.
I don't think it's super easy. But I think it's going to be open to everybody.
Yes. And we had quite a long, like coming factory with the post all the way up. We had quite a long ball times when we first played.
That was one of the things that changed quick.
Yes, we set back one of those posts. We removed one whole post just to see what it was, and that changed the game dramatically. Changed dramatically.
And I might have to put them back in depending on how difficult and complex these modes are.
That right when you're probably going to put back in.
I might have to.
That left one I think is fine.
Yeah,
because we just moved it. We didn't. So I guess my point is
for families, I think leave it as it is.
Leave it as it is.
But if you're a pinball player, you're probably one of the first things you're going to want to do is move those down. If not, remove them.
But it doesn't become like crazy difficult. Then it becomes to me sort of maybe where it should be.
Yeah,
for people like us.
I think so.
Yes,
that's what it feels like.
Agreed.
Yeah. Especially because you have that drop target in between the flippers.
Yes,
that's the other thing I would say, and maybe that's more code wise. I would code that thing back a little bit. I don't think we need as many ball saves.
I agree.
We don't need as many ball saves.
I agree.
So I like to make, that's what I do with my Bally Williams. Like my Tales of Arabian Nights, Circus Voltaire, I take the ball saves. I try to brutalize them a little bit, or those games aren't as deep.
No.
I'm going to get tired of them.
You need something
So with Scooby, I already pulled the
But it made it almost perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it really did.
And it's got a lot of modes, so it's going to be hard to get through.
Well, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, it's sort of one of those things like when you have all the multi-balls and stuff in GNR, you sort of need some of those to be able to roll through stuff. And that's what I'm almost wondering, maybe to actually run through this, we need a little bit more
they might.
In our favor.
They might. A lot of people worried about loops. They said there's a lot of horseshoe loops on this.
Oh.
Not a problem.
No.
Not a problem.
No.
I'm here to
they
say.
They feel good. They're smooth.
They felt good. And even some of them stay the same side of the flipper. Some of them cross, so it gives you some variation there. Not a problem at all. You got two on the main playfield that you don't really... They're fun. They're fun shots, and they're designated towards the mode. So
that's why I want to play it a little more, just to be able to get...
I
want to be able to understand where my ball is going to come from.
Yep, so that wasn't an issue. The double bank drop targets to the path, that worked well.
Yes.
The ball locks on the apron, how they come out. I like how they came out nice and easy.
Yeah.
They laid up.
Feels good.
Even out of the orbits, you're not hitting the top of the slings.
Yes.
Maybe ours was just set up perfectly out of the box.
Yeah.
But
because I kept feeling, because of where that ball needed to cross from that right-hand side, at least in particular, that it was going to hit the top of that sling.
I thought so too.
Every time it kept freaking me out. I'm like, damn it, it's going to be like Stranger Things. I'm going to bounce off the top of that son of a
just
bitch.
knowing that we received one of the first 20 made.
Yes.
I thought for sure, first 50. They're sending them out to people they know that can help them kind of, hey, how do we improve the line? How do we?
And I'll tell you one thing that we did notice, this doesn't have anything to do with shots, but it does have to do with that, is when we were pulling up the playfield and we were removing the playfield, there is a bracket for a coil, and then there's a board that hangs down with a Molex, and that hangs down past your service rails.
Oh, yeah,
and you cannot pull your service rails all the way out.
To the back.
Yeah, to the back to where the rubber stoppers are.
You have to do it before that.
Yes, you got to stop before that. So, if any of you guys are getting your games, pay attention to that, just so you don't crush that board and crush that connector on there, because that was one thing that just
oddly
sort of
enough,
stood out.
Still kind of an upgrade to my Rick and Morty, where the playfield goes down where the hooks for the apron.
Oh.
I couldn't get it out. It was a messed up situation.
Yeah, my Halloween does a little.
See, it's like
I gotta move one before I try to set my playfield
pull
down in there. But still, minor inconveniences for such an amazing game.
Rules and code. We didn't get to dive down.
No.
First impressions are we get to start modes. We know how to start modes now. Very basic, like a lot of games. Hit enough white shots, qualify modes like Iron Maiden or something. Start the mode. Now the modes are complex.
They are.
We played pretty thoroughly. We played Cutler. We played, who's the machine guy with the spinners?
I don't know.
what
But you're just ripping the spinners.
That was a fun one.
That is fun.
I like that.
But I like Cutler a lot too, because like I said, the dynamic, because I was having to coach, I was almost coaching, second, like back up to the upper playfield, run out of oxygen.
6 main shots.
Yes.
But in between those 6 shots, you don't want to run out of oxygen. You got to get up to the main playfield and hit him.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you hit Cutler's helmet, then it pumps your
fill up
oxygen
your-
tank back up. Then you need to get back down. All this while your oxygen's still depleted.
Damn. And then I love the tension. Whenever you complete all the shots, you've got one more shot to unmask the person. But I think the last time we were playing, sure we unmasked people, but the last time we were playing, I I needed to unmask him, but I also needed oxygen, so I had to make my decision. Like, do I get my oxygen or do I try to? Because last time
And then
I came,
it's rumbling.
yeah, last time I came here, I did the same thing when I left here. I was like, the flipping out van, it doesn't have much gas at all. But I think either I'm stopping before I get to Greg's or after, and what I do, I ran out of gas. I tested it. So.
But no, so far, like the modes and everything that we've seen.
Yeah,
They're
fun.
well thought out and they're fun. Like they're challenging, but they're fun.
I don't think the character modes are coded yet. So you can power up in each individual character.
Yeah.
Velma and all of them. They all have their own modes too.
Oh.
But we haven't got to there yet. Collecting Scooby snacks. It's going to be a pretty deep game.
Yeah,
but not
I think so.
Too crazy deep. I think it's a pretty approachable game all the way around. The lighting, if we're talking about code, lighting was spectacular.
Yes.
Full RGB. They're actually using nicely done spooky, using translucent or clear inserts instead of colored inserts. So if you're using RGB, changing the colors you want those.
And then I like that they do some flash techniques under there where it's almost like those light boards or those GI. They flash like you normally would, but there's something that just stands out. It's like it's just located to this one particular large plastic. Yeah, and they're real smooth. It's not like a strobe in your eyes like a Dad East or something. It's something real smooth and it patterns, but it only lights up
just the insert?
Just the plastic. It just lights up that one section. You know what I'm saying? Like particularly over to the right, there's a large plastic, and you get a little bit of a pulsing, flickering light, but. Yeah, there's something just different feeling about it. It's like it's almost encased.
The lighting feels smoother to me.
Yes, there's something just so different about it that stood out.
Fade in, fade out. Yes. Like smoother.
Yes.
Yeah, almost like JJP. That's what JJP just killer on is their lighting.
Yes.
Just the control they have in that lighting. Spooky's catching up. And we flipped up the hood on this thing, and damn, this is the cleanest Spooky game ever.
Yes.
I almost thought, if you've seen this from under, you'd say, oh, this game is barren. Like this is going to be.
Then you start seeing
nothing's going to be up on
15
top.
coils under there.
And then you pull it down, and then you see all that. But it's super cool.
Yeah, those light boards look really good.
What about? I'm gonna say it. The thing that threw me on this, playing it for the first time, Greg, was the sound.
Oh,
that's what I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Was the sound. The sound, music and call outs and sound effects.
But I thought Halloween had a really good sound.
I did too. That's what threw call outs got me on.
They may
Halloween.
be using the same exact sound system, but the sound system in this sounds like an upgrade from Halloween.
Out of the box, we had to turn down I think the gain was hissing a little bit. Turn that down and turned up the volume. Crystal clear.
Yes.
Crystal clear.
Yes. But the call outs are fun. They're good. You know, I know people were talking about, well, it's not the original cartoon, but you don't miss. Like, and maybe because
it's the original people. Like it's the people who have played these, especially Fred. Fred is OG. That's OG. Yes. Matthew Lillard sounds like Shaggy to me. I mean,
I don't tell any audible difference. Again, not like this Scooby-Doo massive fan, but but there's nothing that stands out to me that feels messed up.
Even the lighting, the headlights on the Mystery Machine.
Oh, RGB, the flicker every time.
But yeah, the sound. The freaking sound. Like, I felt like I was in that cartoon.
Yep.
It took me back to the mornings I was getting ready for school and stuff. It was awesome.
Yep. All the music, aside from call outs, the music is fantastic. It's captivating. Like, I even told you when we were filming a little bit, I was like, man, capture that sound right now. Do that scan you just did of the playfield, because that music just matches it perfect. You know, there's this intensity to it. Yet I
can't believe they could recreate a whole sound package that feels so much integrated into the cartoon. Yeah, it feels really.
That's good. The thing, man. Is like, you know,
even the spinners. When you hit the spinner, it sounds like feet that are trying to catch traction.
It's a very good. It's a very. But I thought Halloween was though too. Between sounds, call outs, lighting, between everything, I thought Halloween was an immersive, great package. I feel that they have capitalized on that and they have found that groove. And I think this is a very encompassing entire package that pulls you in and you feel Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, same with the video. Video's the same way. Video's clean, looks good. Whenever I first saw first gameplay, there were some tracking issues I talked about on the podcast I do about some of the tracking issues in animation. I didn't look close enough when we were playing for a couple hours here. I didn't, so I don't know. I'll report back on that. But the video is phenomenal. You start the game, you get to pick each perk for each character, which one you want to be. If I'm Scooby, he can't be Scooby, etc. Is there co-op? I think there might be co-op on this too.
And I didn't pay attention more.
And up to 5 players. How cool is that? Up to 5.
Ooh, sorry.
Up to 5 players too. Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
Up to 5 players because there's 5. There's 5 guys.
Very good explanation.
Whenever Halloween Ultraman came out, after seeing it, after even playing it, I liked it a lot. You loved it. I liked it a lot. But I could still see where people were going to get hung up, especially with the design, code, animation. Hey, I like this, but I think people are going to have issue with this, or I think people are going to have issue with this, whether it's, valid or not. Here's where they're going to stumble. Greg, people aren't going to stumble on Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I don't think so.
Nope. They're not going to because it's fucking a badass game.
Yeah.
That's a cool game.
Yes.
Just legit, objectively, it's a badass game. Now, if I'm a highly competitive pinball player, I don't know enough about the rules yet to see where they're at, but I can tell you at the bottom of the start.
Oh, you're gonna have
it's perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, middle row like us.
That's what I'm saying. For the early enthusiast or the parents that come over, oh, my kid likes pinball. Yeah. Perfect. For the enthusiast, the collector that don't play much pinball. Perfect.
Yes.
For those that are more advanced that like playing The Walking Dead and getting my nuts kicked in. Perfect. I don't know because I'm not this person. Yeah. I don't know that yet.
I'm just kicking myself in the ass a little bit.
Why?
For not getting it.
I know you are. Wait and see. Everybody needs to wait. Wait.
Well, I do wait.
It's sold quick.
I do wait. For the most part. And I wasn't going to wait. And then I
almost was going to just hold one back just because I knew one.
I swear to you. I was hoping today when I was complaining about that thing, you go, you know what, Greg?
I didn't.
I held one for you. I was waiting for it.
I was going to, but I'm going to be honest. I was holding one because I was going to vault it and give it to you, whatever. But then I forgot someone. I made a mistake. I forgot someone's order, and they brought it up, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, but I got you covered, but there went Greg's.
I want to know their name. Here goes my game.
There it went.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I don't have to wait like too long for like one to pop up.
I'm super happy that I got the game
somewhere.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
We get to play every game. This one is a lot of fun.
Because it is fun. I was surprised. I won't say I was surprised. Like I expected, but I'm hesitant in any game. I don't care what manufacturer. Sure. I don't care who it's come from. I'm always a little hesitant on whether I'm going to like it because my views don't necessarily always line up. I like something a little harder, and I do want something like I said. I fucking love Halloween, and
you were blushing to this
people
game.
dog me.
This one made you blush a little bit.
Oh, it's so much fun.
You become a little fanboy for Spooky there.
Hey,
careful.
I literally told you, I said, man, if it shoots even a little worse than Halloween, like I'm fine with that because I love Halloween so much. Like if it doesn't shoot as good as Halloween, but still good, I want it.
Yeah.
And this is better.
Yeah, it shoots better than Halloween.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. Is this their best shooting game from Spooky?
Yes, because I thought Halloween was. And this is better than Halloween. Oh, what the fuck is better? What's a better shooter? What's a better fucking shooter?
Than what? Halloween?
From Spooky.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Oh,
or you said Halloween's a great shooter. I'm like,
oh, it's a really good shooter, but it's the best from Spooky.
All right, let me think.
There's nothing better shooter from Spooky. No.
Maybe not.
Nope. I am correct.
It shoots better than Alice Cooper.
Shoots a lot better than Alice Cooper. You don't have the bricks. You don't have all that.
TNA?
No.
That's not really a spooky game.
Yeah. But that's still...
You know what? It shoots better than Rick and Morty.
Different. Oh, god damn. Shoots a lot better.
I was waiting for you to say what doesn't. Come on.
Sorry, Scott.
It's a rough shooter.
Yeah.
I still like it better than TNA, though.
Oh, people love the Rick and Morty. People don't want to get rid of them, so it don't matter.
You know what? Here's the other thing.
Fantastic.
I think value-wise, I think collectability-wise, I think price-wise, you're going to see Scooby-Doo, even though there's a ton of units made, you're going to see it reflect more of that, holy crap, it's really keeping its value like Rick and Morty, more
Agreed.
so than you're going to see it drop like.
I think so.
Just because everybody's going to
Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs, and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements, power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
All right, I don't know how good of a first impressions this is. We've been oohing and awing over this. It's a solid ass game. I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Now, look, maybe in the long run, I hate this game. I don't know. Maybe I do. Can't tell you. But first impressions is, I'm glad it's going in my collection.
Agreed. I
Cool.
am jealous.
It's cool.
I am
It's
jealous.
cool. I like every new game, and I'm giddy over every new and shiny thing. Everybody knows that.
I do too.
But there's some of them I'm like, shit, I'm glad I got it. Like, this is, yeah.
But we excuse me.
You allergic to your cat?
I'm probably. But the thing is like we went in this even when we were playing today. It just wasn't a happy-go-lucky. Like we're scrutinizing stuff. We were watching everything to try, to really,
I like
get a
that.
feel of it.
I love
Yeah.
that. Oh, that felt
But
good.
there was very, 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 very few. I don't like that.
It's one of those pure fun pins.
It's just
We're
fun.
Like, we're having fun.
I didn't want to stop playing. I hated that we had to go record.
Yeah.
But
So
that's for you guys.
let's shut it down then. Let's
Okay.
stop recording so that we can go.
Yes, play more.
Why don't we go to the Mexican restaurant and get drunk and then come back? And,
Yeah, we're going to eat chicken wings.
Yeah, margaritas.
Yeah. Well, not at the chicken wing place.
Well, you know what? You know what might be better than getting drunk?
What?
Actually getting into the mode for Scooby-Doo, man. Look, hop into the mystery machine, flipping out, man.
Some Scooby
I'll
snacks.
see y'all later. Peace.
You headed off with the bumper knife straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I try to cradle you.
All my life, but the
Yeah, I still don't know how much I like Dave Grohl.
Oh, what?
I like Foo Fighters a lot, but
I like me some Grohl.
Grohl, I'm just like, whatever.
I like Grohl.
Okay, you.
You probably like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I like Nirvana. But he's a fucking super weird.
He's dead, Greg.
So he can still be a super weird motherfucker.
Super
you need
weird,
to come over.
dead. Hey, Greg, it's straight down the middle. We're back. How about that?
Hey!
Oh,
Hey, we're doing fun things!
yeah.
Oh my life.
Look at this thing, all these texts. Now that you got your new cat, you like it better than your old cat.
No, I still like that one.
Would you do that with your kids too? If you got a divorce, your stepkids, you like them more than your regular kids?
Well, maybe it depends on my stepkids. If they're fucking good kids, I'll take them. I don't
'em.
play.
Do me and Nicole always talk about that? We used to talk about getting if we divorce each other and we get hooked up with somebody else, do you think I know a lot of people say I can love stepkids just like my own kid. Do you think you could?
Yeah, because sometimes I like my cats better than my kids, so I definitely could love another kid. No, I'm lying.
I don't think I
I'm
could.
lying. My kids will watch this back and be like, that's what's wrong with my fucking entire childhood.
I'm taking this to my therapist. I don't think I could. It's not to say I wouldn't love my stepkids. But push comes to shove.
I don't know.
You can say one group or the other.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though my kids can be little shits.
I don't know, man. I don't play favoritism. Call it as I see it. Kid's an asshole, kid's an asshole.
And then we also discussed, like, if you adopted a kid, but we won't get into like, could you if you adopted a kid?
I think I could.
I think so too.
I do.
I think so too. I think the adoption. Why am I so mean to stepkids?
Because here's the thing. Is,
I didn't choose a stepkid. But you did.
But here's the thing: is I love you more than my own brother.
Poor Jeffrey. You know what though? I can see it. I can see it. Sometimes he's hard to love.
Oh, hey, fuck yeah, he is. Oh, man.
He's lots of love, too.
He's been on very good behavior.
Why can't Jeffrey come here and record with us?
Hey, well, you should have came.
Allow
You should have
him
came
to.
when he was in
Allow
town.
him to.
He was just
Would
in
you?
town. Yeah.
I tried
He's
before,
been
and you're like, eh.
Well, but he's been on good behavior recently, so I'll let him in front of the
New
camera.
medication?
I'll let him in front of the camera.
Why is your cat messing up our tripod?
Get off here. Stop rubbing your face on everything. God, God, stubborn, man.
Look, she was about to fight you.
Yeah, they're stubborn.
Has that thing ever attacked you?
No, it's attacked Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate cats.
She's very, I love them.
So stupid.
I hated them until last year.
I take it back. I don't hate them. I just don't like them
I
very
love
much.
cats. Oh, man.
Cats are like the stepchildren of pets.